if I wait a couple seconds when I first start recording the video, then this will be what's shown as the first screen. Like otherwise I never know what's going to show up as like the screenshot they take for the video. Right? And it ends up being something weird like my hand or whatever. Okay, so we're going to do these quick notes for today, and then we're going to pretend like it's Thursday and do more notes. All right, so we are checking solutions of linear inequalities today, and I think you guys will find this pretty easy, but I need to go over it with you so you know what to do. So if we have this linear inequality, 2x plus y is less than -3. And I give you the ordered pair 1, 9. -1, 9. I need to know if this ordered pair would be in part of that shaded area. Okay, but I don't want to have to go through all the work of shading it. I just want to do a shortcut. So my shortcut is to substitute this ordered pair where the x is and where the y is in my linear inequality. And if it works, it's a solution. If it doesn't work, that means it would not be in that shaded area that I just learned how to do yesterday. All right, so I'm going to do 2 times -1 plus 9. Is that less than -3? So -2 plus 9 less than -3 is 7 less than -3. Nope. So this is not, the ordered pair -1, 9 is not a solution. That would be my answer. Okay. Not too terrible. That's when you agree. Yep, it's not too terrible. Okay. Yep. Just out of curiosity, when you guys are watching my videos and I like ask a question and I pause, do you answer to yourself or you just kind of laugh at me for pausing?
No. Okay, one time I didn't know the answer, so I was just like sitting there, and then you were like, yeah, and I was like, I didn't say anything.
I just have to kind of Blue's Clues it and like hope you're talking with me, or like Dora, you know, like,
Blue's Clues.
or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Remember?
It's just Dora. She waits for like 3 days and then answers.
Well, her audience are like 3-year-olds, so she's giving them some time to process.
She's like, what's 2 plus 3? And then like you go get a snack, watch a movie, and then you come back and she's like,
Watch the first Lord of the Rings movie like near 3 hours.
Okay, so again, I'm going to substitute the x for the x, the y for the y. See what happens? All of a sudden the sun goes away and then I can't see my paper. I know. It'll adjust. Give it a second. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. 2 minus 3 times the quantity, or times -2 is greater than or equal to 8. This is where you have to think about your order of operations, right? So I've got 2 plus 6 is greater than or equal to 8. Is 8 greater than or equal to 8?
yeah.
Sure is. So that tells us 2 -2 is a solution. Now, the way inequalities work, there could be a lot of things that would be solutions for this, right? That's why we shaded those graphs so we didn't have to like write every single possible value. It's just one possible solution, not the solution. It's a solution. This is page 37 of my notes. Okay, go ahead and turn to page 38. We are going to pretend now that it is Thursday, November 12th. We're going to create linear inequalities when given a graph. Exciting stuff. So I need to give you guys a graph, right, to use.
Why don't we ever use graph paper?
What?
Wasn't that something that we had to get like on our school list, like graph paper?
Yeah, but I just don't like trying to write like sentences and write out things on graph paper. Does that make sense?
I get it.
I have an entire like 250 like thing of.
Hold on to it for high school. You might need it.
I don't have one for it. I can just use it.
You think that's easier? You know what? Everybody's got their own thing.
I like the thing.
My mom lost this graph notebook. This notebook of graph paper that's easy to
No, it's so cheap. And my painting is starting.
Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and put, if you need a glue stick, remember they're in the back. I just would spray them down afterwards. I will spray them down afterwards. Okay, part of your assignment for tomorrow will be looking at an already graphed inequality and figuring out what the linear inequality was. Fun, right? So fun, Mrs. Mars. I know, it's exciting times. Okay. So let's go ahead and graph this.
I'm going to use something else to be straight line. Make straight lines. No, I'm going to use this because it's straight. Pack of sticky notes. That's not going to.
Is that on 5?
It sure is. Yep. Can you guys see this green okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Should I dash one?
It is dashed. Yep. All right, so in order to create our linear inequality, we have to have a slope and we have to have a y-intercept. So who can tell me what is the slope of this dashed line? What is it, Lily?
-1/2.
Yep. All right, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. Excellent. And Parker, what is my y-intercept? 0, 5. Right? So now I have the y, and I have the 1/2 x plus 5. I just have to decide what symbol I need now, right? So I know it's going to be a greater or less than. How do I know that? Because it's a dashed line. Okay. So what I can do here is I can just look and say, well, which direction is it going? Is it going up, which would be greater, or is it going down, which would be less?
Great.
There you go. I can check my work. How can I check my work?
By plugging in 0.
Yep. So I can try 0 greater than negative, this should be negative 1/2. Negative 1/2 times 0 plus 5 is 0 greater than 5. Nope. So I knew I should shade away, which was the check mark. I did it correctly. Okay. Not too bad, right? Not bad at all. Okay, let's do another one. Glue in another graph here. Hopefully we won't have the problem where it won't fit again. Could you guys tell that really upset me on the video?
Oh my gosh, no, mine fit. So I was like,
I had to turn it sideways.
I don't know why it wasn't fitting. I mean, these graphs are bigger than what I've used in the past, so I just hadn't planned properly. That was my problem. Okay.
and I also kept putting mine upside down.
Same.
That's I mean, big picture, that's okay. It's not.
But then I took them off and placed them again.
Sorry, guys. Here you go.
Is that 2?
It's on 2, yes. And then this got a little bit wonky here when I was trying to draw it. Oh, I need to shade it for you.
Do you happen to have any more of those like paper rulers for everybody? Because I lost mine one.
They're all
I might. I don't know. Let me finish doing this and then I'll bring you one of the paper rulers.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, what is my slope here?
2.
Positive 2. What's my y-intercept?
0, 2.
0, 2. So I've got y and I've got 2x plus 2. So let's think about what our symbol needs to be here. What do you think, Avery?
Less than or equal to?
Okay, why do you know it's or equal to?
Because it's not a dashed line.
It's a solid line. And it's going
Towards 0, 0.
less, so it's going to maybe be less than or equal to. So let's test it out. Yep, that works. So we know it should have been shaded towards 0, 0. Everybody's happy. Okay, we just have 2 more examples. And then I'll let you get started on the assignment for tomorrow. Glue this in up here. Anybody else surprised last night when it started raining?
Oh my gosh.
I had to go out because it was garbage day today. So I had to
Oh.
go out, put like in the rain,
All in the rain, and it was like
and put it out.
And then
Oh.
one of my dad's students had a game and he didn't think it was going to rain. It started like raining sideways because of the wind.
Yeah, it was
was
actually
not
kind of
happy.
intense. I was surprised.
He was not happy.
He was not happy, huh? Not enjoying that situation at all.
She turned into you.
How fast does the wind have to be to rain sideways?
Yeah. Now I actually not very.
Not very.
Not really.
What if it's like suddenly it turned out to be very fast and it's from Indiana and being very windy or something?
Or not.
Ah. Oh no.
It would become rain for me.
Ah.
All right, so we have a vertical line here. So that tells us, well, first of all, what's my slope of a vertical line?
0.
Undefined, right? Think of the nose of Mr. Slopeface, right? He has a little U underneath it. So my slope is undefined, right? And do I have a y-intercept?
Nope.
Nope. Not applicable, right? We don't have one because our line does not go through the y-axis because it's a vertical line. All right. Right? So that tells us that we only have what kind of values for this? If it's a vertical line, we have x values, right? And our x happens to be at what?
-4.
-4. Okay, so now I have to decide my symbol. Do I have or equal to?
Yes.
Okay. And is everything greater than the -4 or less than the -4?
Greater.
So x is greater than or equal to -4. Right? And if I had to check my work, I could say 0 is greater than or equal to -4. Yep. So that's why 0 can be shaded. Isn't this so fun? It's all right. It's not terrible. I think of worse things we could be doing right now.
Yeah, we could be like doing some really fun stuff.
We could be chasing leaves around a yard.
We could be.
No, I like to chase the tornado leaves. You know the leaves that like spin in the wind and then turn to like tornadoes?
Mhm. Mhm.
We'd be getting attacked by really stuff.
Yeah.
I could be crawling.
Did I tell you guys we decided to get a puppy? Did I tell you this already?
What kind?
It's a big step for my family, mostly me, because I just know how much work they are. A mini golden doodle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So we're pretty excited about it. Well, by we, it's me and my husband. We have not told our children because otherwise they will ask us 10 times a day, are we getting a puppy today? How about today?
When are you getting it?
Well, it depends on the litter. So we'll either be getting a puppy in like March or next October.
Oh.
It depends on like how many puppies are in the litter. So
Oh.
Wait,
So that's why we're not telling our kids.
Stay small for like. I think we should get it. Like it's a golden doodle, but it like stays small.
yeah,
Those ones are so cute.
yeah. Looks like a little furry stuffed animal. Yep. Okay.
And they try to be vicious, but it's literally just like a little bear.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, it's just a baby bear.
A curly golden baby bear.
Okay. So here's our next graph. So what's my slope of my horizontal line?
Horizontal.
0. Mr. Slopeface. Remember he has the little zeros on the.
Yeah, I can
Yep.
picture his face, but I can't remember what it was like on the ends. For sure.
Just little zeros. It's like he's got drool or something. Or like, I don't know. All right, and then how about my y-intercept?
Negative.
-3. Okay. So this tells me that all I have are my y values, and they all happen to be at -3. Right? So what symbol am I going to put there?
Less than or equal to.
No, not even.
No,
Just less than, right? How come?
because
It's a dashed line, right? And then if I wanted to try 0, is 0 less than -3? Nope. So that's why we shaded away from the 0. Okay, so that's our notes for today. I'm going to pass out the practice. There's a couple we're going to do together, and I want to make sure everybody understands how to get this started. Remember, just put them, you can put them inside the little crate, and I'll spray. Crate. Everybody get one of these practice pages. We're going to get it started together. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the front, and then we'll look at the back together. So for the front, you are given the linear inequality already graphed. You have to decide which way to shade it. Okay, so what's our trick?
Plug in 0.
Plug in our zeros, right? So we could say 0 is greater than 0 plus 4. Is 0 greater than 4? Nope. So I'm going to shade away from 0, 0. So there is supposed to be a little riddle thing that goes with this, but I didn't know if you guys would figure it out and then not do the math, so I completely got rid of the riddle part.
What was it?
I don't even know. I never even looked at it. I just know that sometimes people get a little too smart, and then they're like, oh, I just put this in, yeah, it'd be great. So anyway, okay, so that's this part. Then down here at the bottom, it says graph each linear equality. Okay, so you actually have to graph it yourselves, right? So for number 7, what's my first step to graph this?
Find the slope and y-intercept.
My slope is 2/3. My y-intercept is 0, -2. So what am I going to do with that slope and that y-intercept?
Plot the y-intercept and then do the slope.
Yep, up 2/3. I'll have to go down 2 and back 3. Am I going to have an open or closed line? I mean, solid or dashed?
Yeah.
It is going to be dashed because it's just greater than. And then I'm going to substitute in 0, 0, right? So 0 greater than 2/3 times 0 minus 2 is 0 greater than -2. Yes. So I'm going to shade towards 0, 0.
So, okay. So, would you be able to just, without plugging in 0, 0, would you be able to find where to shade it?
Yeah, so greater than means it's going to be above, right? So some people can just, oh yeah, greater than. Some people need another backup plan,
Okay.
right? So I'm not requiring you to do this 0, 0 thing. It's just a good checker. All right, turn it over to the back. So I want to make sure you guys understand how this works. First of all, I tried to shade these, and as you can see, the copier was up to its tricks again. It was shaded, and then I went over it with a marker, and it still didn't come through. So really quick, let's just kind of try to shade these on our own so that when you get home, you're not like, what? I don't remember what was shaded. Doesn't have to be perfect. We don't want to get any arm cramps.
Whatever.
Just help yourself out and shade these. This is a good start for this side. Okay, so you don't have to overthink it. When you look at the graph, you'll be able to tell exactly which parts were shaded. And this is what we did in our notes just today, where you're given the graphed inequality, and you have to write the linear inequality. Okay. Here's the interesting thing. You guys get to pick what color you want certain parts of this to be. And all the answers are up here. So if you make a mistake, you're going to know right away because you're not going to be able to find, this is why I like these ones, right? So you can make this questions 1, 2, and 3 whatever color you want. Any answers that are in this column will be this color. Any answers in this column will be this color. I don't care what colors you pick, just don't make them all the same color, right? No funny business in making them all purple. Okay?
I'll make all of them purple except for one green.
Now, I do want to take a look at number 10 here, okay? Because this is a little confusing because it goes right through the origin. All right? So we're going to do number 10 together, and then that should help you with number, I think there was another one similar, number 4. Okay? But let's do number 10 together. So we know we have y, right? I'm going to start out with y because it's a linear inequality. What's my slope? 1 over 1, so I could just say x. And then what's my y-intercept?
0.
Do I have to write 0?
No.
No. So my answer is just going to be y equals x. Or excuse me, y is, and then we have to decide greater than equal to, less than equal to. What do you think?
Less than.
It's just going to be greater than because it's a dashed line and it's all the values above the line. Okay. Any questions about how I got that answer? Why I don't have a y-intercept, why it's just... What if this was a negative line? What would my x be? Negative x. Yep. Okay. You guys are so smart. So that is your assignment for tomorrow. You're just going to finish this page. So when you go on a Canvas tomorrow, it's going to say, finish the graphing linear inequalities practice. That's what this is.
So, like for the back,